Hello. We are in Gata today. We've come on a little drive and we're going to be continuing the drive through the mountains later. But we are in Gata. We are checking out this little row of basket shops. Like all of them make a million different kinds of baskets. We're also going to be going to a ceramic store and then going on a drive through a mountain, going to another shop, or another city rather, afterwards. Having some lunch, having some coffee, having a nice little day. When we're up the mountain, I might try to bring out my drone, because I do have a drone with me, a little foldable one, which I'll show you. And I might try to give that a go a little later. But here we are, in Gata. To a ceramic shop. Spain is famous for their ceramics. I am on the hunt for a tiny little ceramic house to go in a collection that I have, and I did ask in Spanish if they had any, and they don't, sadly, but she was so lovely. But I might pick up some bowls. There's really gorgeous bowls here, and I might get a little something. I'm not sure. Friends welcome, family by appointment. Little cat. These are the bowls I was looking at. I think they're so beautiful. And they have like red, yellow, and then they have bigger ones with like little plates and stuff, but they've got little like sweet prep bowls as well. And then all of these, I don't really know what I need them for, but I just think they're so stunning. I'm in love with this mirror. It has all of these vintage tiles with all of these mushrooms. It's so beautiful. Look at it. Oh my god, I love it. Look at this. It's the Last Supper, but it looks like a Photoshop because every single face is identical, even the little angels. I am dead. I am cry laughing at this. We've come into this beautiful shop now, and this guy makes his own hats and his own wine, and then additionally sells traditional Panama hats. But this is his little workshop. So this is where he makes his hats. They do wine tastings back here, and then the hats are sold in the shop along with the wine that he makes, and he also imports local wine. But he's got like honeys and jams and a whole bunch of different things, and it's beautiful. So he's got local cheeses. These are some of the wines. Lots of jams, chocolates. They're big on sea salt here, so I've actually picked some up at the supermarket yesterday. And then up at the front is where all of the hats are. This is also the largest cactus I've ever seen outside of this hat shop. The man who owns the shop has gifted us all a little traditional, it's like an almond sweet, very prevalent around Christmas time. But he's gifted us one of these. Isn't that nice? Thank you. So these are all old hat molds around the tree, and then this is an old hat press. where they would actually make the hats. And then here's one of the guys using it. The woman in the ceramic shop who was helping us said that she thinks there's a local wedding today, which is why there's a lot of horses out. So they're all going to one place to be decorated with flowers and get wedding ready, I suppose. And there's locals around here who will lend out their horses specifically for weddings. There's a lot of destination weddings that come in from Ireland and the UK. And so that's likely what is happening today with all the horses, because that was one we've seen, God, we've seen like 5 or 6 all go up the same street within the last 30 minutes.
Yo, what up? It's your girl, Editor Kate. So I need to tell you about this wedding. You saw a clip of fire truck, and then you heard me talking about a wedding. And there is so much more to the story of those 2 clips than you could ever imagine. And I only found out about it after I got back from my trip. So I have to tell you. Basically, we were in Gata at the time, and in a neighboring town called Javier, which we will be visiting later, there was a fire. And so the fire... No, very not. Okay. The fire truck that you see is responding to the neighboring town to that fire. It says, this is a message I got from my aunt after we had arrived home. The fire in Javier on Saturday was caused by daytime fireworks used to celebrate a wedding that was taking place in a port restaurant. The fire spread to 34 vehicles, mainly owned by the wedding guests, who were all evacuated from the building. The person responsible for lighting the fireworks was a policeman. Wild. Apparently everybody was fine. I'm going to include some photos of what happened to the vehicles because the vehicles are destroyed. But I could not believe this story. Because even later when we get to Javier, I don't film it, but we saw like smoke and we still saw people trying to put out fires and stuff. It was going on for ages. Unbelievable.
We are about to get in the car now and go to Javier through the mountains, and we're doing another little pit stop. So we've made it to Javier, I think, which is a little port town. So we're going to be walking down towards a little restaurant to get some, you guessed it, tapas, and then taking a look at the water. This is the local church, which is apparently based on a ship. Given that there's some anchors and stuff outside, I guess that makes sense. This is wild. And then there's some cute little houses right here. We've just driven up a mountain road and come to the most amazing viewpoint on the top of the mountain. Check this out. I've decided to come out solo adventuring. Everyone else has gone back to the house for naps and stuff, and I just had a coffee, so I'm very filled with energy. I'm gonna go check out a souvenir shop over here called Vinci Souvenir. I'm looking for a ceramic house. Something I recommend doing while traveling is if you hear music, follow it. That is what I'm doing right now. You can probably hear it, but I literally heard music and then said to everyone in the car, I'm getting out. I did find something at a souvenir shop, but let's go see what the source of all this music is. And that is exactly why you follow music whenever you're traveling. I heard it, I hopped out of the car where everyone was, and I said, I wanna go there. I don't know what it is, but I wanna go. I think some girl had like hired, it was either her like bachelorette hen do, because she was all in white and all of her friends were in black, or it was just like her birthday. Regardless, they had hired this marching band to follow them around the streets while they got drinks at all these bars. It was amazing. Anyways, I'm walking down a random street now. Our rental house that we're staying in is this way. I do have service on my phone, so I can look it up, but I'm gonna go do this, stop by some stalls along the water soon, and make my way home. Well, it is our final day in Spain, and we are down at the marina right now in the port because guess what? My uncle's playing another gig. So we have just taken a taxi down, and we're gonna sit on the water and listen to him play some music, and you guessed it, eat tapas and drink wine. I can't wait till the morning is gone. I know now the time is just running straight into my arms you will run. When you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. Over everything, all my dreams will come to you. There ain't been, I will make you my home. Every time that I touch you. I've just been taken up to this beach bar that is meant to look like a boat, obviously because we're in the marina. But this is so cool. And behind me, we have Denia Castle. Cute. We've just come from over here, which is where the beach bar was that we were at. And now we are at what's called the hippie stalls. That's what they're calling them. And it's all these cute little market stalls that open up in the evening from like 6 to 10 or 6 to 11. And it's just little bits of shopping. So me and my aunt are gonna check it out and see what things are on offer. Oh,
For the guy.
bookends.
For the
Bookends.
guy.
Yeah. We're gonna ignore how I look right now because it's 6 a.m. and I was woken up at about 5 to get our bags and get ready to go to the airport. There's 3 of us traveling today at staggered times, so we're going for the earliest one. Mine's the latest flight. That's fine. But last day in Spain. These have been the rental properties. So this has been the driveway that we've been walking up and down every day. The beach is like just there, and then on the other side of these houses we have the pool and everything like that. But I think I showed you?
I didn't.
Okay, we're still not judging the way that I look because it is now 10:20. Aunt number 1 has left. Her flight took off a while ago. My mom has left. Her flight just took off. My flight isn't for another hour and a half, except it's already been delayed by 30 minutes. So my flight doesn't take off for 2 hours currently. I've been at this airport for 3 hours already. We had to be at the airport a little bit early because everyone was traveling to a different airport. So there's a bit of stress there. We had to take a very long taxi to get here. We woke up at 5. We got picked up at 6:15. It is now 10:20. It's fine. I did get snacks though. Snack haul. What did I get? I got a couple of things to try at home. They're big on Iberian ham here. So I got Iberian ham crisps. I also got black truffle and Curado cheese crisps. We had a lot of Curado cheese while we were here. Cured cheese. I got for the flight Pringles. I love a Pringle on a plane. Bottle of water. I've forgotten already. I got gummies. Ositos de Oro. Did I get sugar-free? If I got sugar-free gummy bears and I end up shitting myself on this flight, I'm gonna be so sad.
They weren't, and I didn't.
If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go check out the sugar-free gummy bear review on Amazon. It's a classic. And then the last thing I got was Nutella-filled biscuits. As a reminder, these are for me to try at home. This is for me now and for my very short flight. So don't judge me. And then I also got a bottle of water. So we're gonna make the most of my extended layover in this airport. Weirdly, there's a Tim Hortons here, and I have no idea why there's a Tim Hortons here because we're in the middle of the south of Spain. And why is there a Tim Hortons? I wanted to go, but it was on the opposite side of security, so we were kind of in a rush to come in, so I didn't get to go. Unfortunately, I did not have time to get anything. However, I did take a picture, which I will insert right here. Feels really weird to be in the south of Spain with Canadian coffee host Tim Hortons. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to some music and watch TikTok.